is actually a movie star. Um, he's actually a movie star. You
Oh
can
my
search his
goodness.
IMDb page in
Oo.
in the internet,
Meron,
ganon.
oo, meron akong IMDb. Like to share lang, Otlum was actually like a movie that was part of the 2018 Metro Manila Film Festival. It was really a surprise to be casted. Alam mo yun, akala ko pagpasok ko doon, like, yung mga colleagues ko doon, yung mga co-actors kasi ang
Mm.
alala ko kasama ko doon, I think it was Michelle Vito, Uboy Villar, Richie Rivero, Vito Marquez, Jerome Ponce. Ang pinaka-beginner lang talaga nun was me and Richie kasi wala pa kaming prior experience when it comes to movies. Pero what's good is they're very, very friendly. Alam mo yun, very, very
Mm.
accommodating. 7 to 8 a.m. dapat nasa set ka na. You'd finish like around 12 to 1 a.m. na eh. So kumbaga may tent lang kami doon. Nakakatawa yung tent doon, may aircon eh. Like nagulat ako
Yeah.
when first time ko lahat ng actors, they had their own like foldable chairs. Foldable
Mm.
chairs na hihiga. Sabi ko, ba't kailangan ng ganun? Di ko naman get yung point. So ako,
Yeah.
nakaupo lang ako sa monoblock. Upo lang muna ako. Tapos, na-realize ko, kaya pala kailangan ng may unan sila, may foldable chairs is kasi hindi naman buong time from 7 to whatever time, you're gonna be shooting. May times talaga you have to be waiting until it's your turn to shoot. Kasi hindi naman lahat in
Mm.
all scenes kasama ka, di ba?
Yeah.
So,
Hi everyone, welcome to the Meaning of Life podcast. With me here today is my friend Danzel Fernandez. So Danzel, can you tell us something about who you are and what do you do, man?
ayun. So, before I introduce myself, I just like to thank my close friend, Tano, for inviting me, of course, to his podcast, the Meaning of Life podcast. So, to introduce myself, my name is Danzel Fernandez. I'm a 23-year-old, fifth-year college student of the De La Salle University, Manila, taking up AB Psychology and BS Business Management. Now, to speed things up, currently I'm a content creator, actually part-time content creator and gamer/streamer. So me personally, I love creating content. I make a bunch of content online on various platforms, mainly on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, sometimes YouTube, mostly TikTok right now. Apart from that, apart from my regular hobbies of creating content on online and sharing it to a bunch of people, I'm also a public servant. I currently work in the office in the Congress, House of Representatives. I'm the chief of staff of the first district of Laguna. So yun.
All right, thanks Danzel.
Mm-mm.
Correct lang kita ng sandali kasi di na tayo 50-year students eh. Alam ko
Actually,
masakit pakinggan sa tenga yung 60-year. Incoming 60-year
oh my
students.
God. Come
Ang
on, I
tagal na
didn't want to
natin.
put it that way. Eh. Gusto ko fifth year pa rin eh. I'm still holding on to the fact that 5 years
Holding on.
pa rin tayo. Pero sixth, oh my goodness. That's
Medyo
so
maalat.
long. Medyo maalat na. And to think na we wouldn't be graduating the regular way. You know, with
Not
the
the
online
regular way.
setup, talagang it's an online graduation. Hindi tayo makakapag-marcha sa PICC like we've always dreamt of, di ba?
O nga pala bro, ano thoughts mo doon?
Mm-hmm.
Grinding.
Mm-hmm.
5 years and 1 term
Uh-huh.
for 2 degrees. Tapos,
Mm-hmm.
magagraduate lang tayo sa Zoom.
You know, honestly, parang sobrang anticlimactic niya. Like,
Oo.
honestly, we were like, okay, kayod tayo. Each day, every year, every term, we're gonna do our best, get that quattro, get that highest grade. And kung kailan may isip mo na you're gonna finally get that honorable mention, cum laude, magna cum laude, mo realize mo in the end, hala, parang, bakit online? It's like, it's not really, parang hindi enough yung pagka-reward. Like, you feel like
Oo.
you expect more. Pero, if you think about it, there's nothing much we can do. It's the pandemic and we have to do everything to really keep ourselves safe. We can't just go out. You have to wear face masks. You have to wear face shields. Businesses are closed down. Madaming institutions, schooling, talagang everything shifts. So talagang in the end, we have to adjust. And it is what it is. Despite of us dreaming of marching up that stage,
Sa
I'm not sure, sabi
PICC.
daw nila, 'di ba? Sabi nila na parang you can delay ata your graduation if you want.
I heard,
Pero
oh.
yeah, that's most likely in what, the next 2 or 3 years. So
Oo.
I don't think I could wait that long. I just want to go ahead and graduate and get out
Saka
of this world na.
parang malabo na rin kasi 'di ba ano 'yun? Ilan na 'yung delayed na
Yeah,
graduations
oh my
tapos
goodness. Yeah,
tayo
yeah.
pa ilang
Oo.
terms na 'yun.
Pero I mean, we've had a bunch of friends who already graduated and most of them were
Yeah.
online.
Oo.
And siguro parang on the bright side, we still get to graduate and we still get to get that diploma and see ourselves on stage virtually. Ika nga, 'di ba?
Oo.
But yeah, it's still something to be proud about. Graduating college is possibly one of my greatest accomplishment in my 23 years of living, because not everyone is given this chance and opportunity to
Of
get that
course.
degree.
Pero onting kayod na lang, onting
Yeah,
thesis,
konting konti.
onting practicum, tapos
Yeah.
onting kembot-kembot. Pero
Yeah.
let's rewind a bit to what you said a while ago. Kasi ever since I've known you, siguro since nung first year ng
Oh my
college
god,
natin.
it's so
So mga 6
long.
years na yan, five years and some months.
Yeah.
Talagang nakita ko like you're super passionate about making content or like making
Mm-hmm.
videos, as making like entertainment aspect of
Yeah.
yung content creation ganun. Gusto ko matanong like how do you start content
Mm-hmm.
creating? Parang bakit ka nag-start and how did you go about
Mm-hmm.
that sa
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
umpisa?
Alam mo, if I'm being honest, content creation was not really like a career path or like some passion of mine that una pa lang I wanted it to happen. Because if you know, I think alam mo to, like back in high school, I was really passionate about sports. I
Ah,
was the basketball varsity captain in my senior year. And talagang, alam mo yon, if you're part of the varsity, you've always had that dream. Gusto ko mag-NBA, gusto ko mag-PBA. I want to go UAP when I get to college. I've had that dream. Talagang I was
yeah.
really pushing myself to the limits to really be part of a college team. But of course, you know, things didn't really go well. Sometimes we have our limitations, and when I say limitations, talagang there are times where you have to accept the fact that basketball is a really challenging sport, and it's really hard to penetrate and be part of a college team, especially if you want to get into the big four, big four schools. So talagang
Yeah.
parang when I arrived, parang ano yun sudden realization na, there are other options for me, but maybe this path is not really something that I could really excel. So I tried to find what I was truly passionate about when I entered college. Nung first year, alam mo naman to, tayo as Frosh sa Lasal, we wanted to explore.
Mm.
We wanted to try out new things. We wanted to check out and meet new people. And funny is we landed in the same organization, which is BMS, Business Management Society. And dun ko talaga mas, kumbaga, I think nag-shine pa ako lalo dun eh. Like, I was able to realize some things that I'm good at and some things that I really like. And upon, working with the organization, joining the programs, doing those leadership trainings, yada, 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 meeting new people, eventually I came to realize na parang, doing this photography, videography
Mm.
thing is quite enjoyable. And I thought to myself, what else can I do to improve? So doon na nung when my curiosity got the best of me. So I started searching sa YouTube. Naalala ko pa yung unang tinype ko eh. Uh,
Oh.
how to use manual mode in a camera. Parang yung mga those
Uh,
basic stuff kasi talagang that time I wasn't, kasi if I'm being honest, when I got my first mirrorless camera back in 2016, I had no idea on how to use it. So literally
mm.
nakastuck lang ako sa automatic mode. Pero syempre,
Okay.
like I said, I was curious, 'di ba? Nag-search pa ako, sinearch ko. Okay, how to use video? What settings should I put? What is the meaning of ISO? Ano ba tong mga stuff na to? So
Yung
really mas naging
aperture, ano yung...
I really got curious. So sabi ko, sige, let's learn about this. So I began searching sino ba yung mga prominent videographers, photographers, sino ba yung mga galing. Yung one of my first inspirations when it comes to making videos was actually si Peter McKinnon, si Casey Neistat. In terms of the
Mm.
quality videos, because I'm
Mga
a
legend
very
yun.
techie, I'm a very techie person. I love tech. and everything, tech and all things, si
Yeah.
MKBHD, like literal, I tried to emulate how they make their content, how they share their content to people. And eventually, I got well versed. I was able to like make my own mark, make my own type of brand when it comes to creating content, and yun lang.
Yeah.
Doon ko na realize na like this is something that I think I could really pursue in the future, or even if it's not something that I pursue as a career, but something that I'd be enjoy doing.
Bro, what would you say is your brand of
Mm-hmm.
creating content? Ano yung tatak Danzel Rafter
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
Fernandez sa mga
mm-hmm.
sa brand mo?
Yeah, cause honestly, when you say brand, sometimes it's really hard as a content creator to penetrate the platform with a specific niche, because
Mm.
sometimes
Yeah.
content creators are really struggling into identifying like what content should I make? Should I do random vlogs? Should I get into fashion? Should I get into tech? Should I get it's a big what do you call this? Big platform, big industry, and you don't know where to get in. And and for me, the only way for me was to actually may natutunan ako eh. It's the three P's. I forgot kung kanino ko to natutunan. I think I was watching kasi an Instagram live of this very prominent influencer.
Mm.
And siguro out of curiosity, I asked, how are you able to like know your niche, post what you like? And he mentioned you should follow the three P's. So that's passion, profit, and proficiency. Passion, is this something you're passionate about? Is this something you like doing?
Yeah.
Is this something that you won't really get bored at when you continue doing it? Profit, is this profitable? Can you make money out of it? And proficiency, are you good at it? Kaya mo bang gawin? Are you really interested? Are you determined? Etc. So
Mhm.
find a balance among those three P's, then that's your niche. That's what you want to do. And nung na-balance out ko yun, when I like parang nagano ko yun, internal brainstorming, naalala ko I had a notebook pa noon eh. May notebook ako.
Mm.
Na-write down ko yung mga content na gusto ko. And like upon looking at an overview, kumbaga mas parang nakita ko na siya overall, I'm really into the tech type of videos relating to photography and videography. Basta as long as related to technology, yun yung gusto ko, like mga reviews, unboxings. That's the type of content that I really like posting.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. So,
Mm-mm.
'di ba, you mentioned having a notebook and everything. I know one of the hardest things about being a creator, content creator, kahit saang mang platform 'yan, is thinking of ideas. Para ano yung
Ayan,
next na lalabas? Ano yung next skit? Ano yung
Mhm.
next video? Ano yung next
Mhm.
vlog or something?
Yeah.
So, para sa iyo ba, ano yung where do your ideas come from? Like
Yeah.
for your next TikTok or your
Mhm,
next
mhm, mhm.
thing that comes out.
Yeah, it's good that you mentioned that. Kasi if I'm being honest, thinking of what to do next is probably for me one of the hardest things to do. Because sometimes
Mm.
you'd go back to yourself and you'd think na, paulit-ulit na lang ba ako? Am I posting the same content again and again? It's really hard to make something original kasi when you think about it,
Yeah.
like someone already did it. Like if you think about doing an unboxing video of this product, kung iisipin mo, someone already did an unboxing video of this product. If you think of doing this type of vlog, someone most likely have done this already. So it's really hard to be original. But then again, even if you're trying to make something that's already existing, you could still add your own taste, your own flavor, your own uniqueness sa content mo. And in that regard, I think I was able to find inspiration sa mga content creators that I look up to. Like I said early, Peter McKinnon,
Mm.
Casey Neistat, MKBHD, si Daniel Schofer, if I'm not mistaken, sa YouTube. Really their content kumbaga inspired me to make my own. So if, for example, mostly right now I'm posting a lot of content on TikTok, and one of the inspirations that I get is trends. Sometimes doing
Yeah.
a trend on TikTok, especially on TikTok, which is a big platform right now.
Mhm.
Doing a trend that's really being viral right now is one way of really getting more followers in TikTok, because the TikTok algorithm is really crazy. Because
Mhm.
sometimes you
For
never
sure.
know when one post is gonna blow up, then when one post is not gonna blow up. But if you play play your cards right, you try this trend, add your own taste, add your own finesse, then eventually magugulat ka na, the numbers go up, the traction
Yeah.
gets there. And it's really interesting kasi minsan, in TikTok, even the most random videos go viral for some
Mhm.
apparent reason. I
True,
don't
true.
know.
Kahit yung mga
Magulat ka na
walang
lang.
kahit yung mga walang nangyayari, 'di ba? Parang
Oo,
bigla
oo,
lang,
like
"What?"
literally, oo, I literally saw this video, parang pinakita niya lang yung bakod niya, like 2 million views. Like may catchy song lang siyang sinasabi. Crazy, di ba?
Oo, and I personally, ako hindi kasi ako nagpo-post sa TikTok, but like I've seen people like kunyari kahit 10 followers lang or 100
Yeah.
followers lang magpo-post sila.
Mhm.
Syempre, most of their videos siguro mga 100 views, tens of
Mhm.
views, Pero sometimes bigla na lang 100,000,
Mhm.
1 million
Mhm.
views, ganyan. Tapos
Mhm.
ang
Mhm.
maraming likes. Pero in your case, bro, looking at your TikTok page, diba, 51K followers, that's it's kind of
Achievement
halfway
na for
to
me.
100K,
Yeah.
more than
Yeah.
halfway to 100K. That means mas maraming, I mean, of course it's a good thing, mas maraming eyes na nakatingin sa'yo when you post. But
Mhm.
there's also more people, kunyari, siguro, I don't know if you've had to handle criticism or
Mhm.
like mga haters, ganyan.
Yeah.
How do
Yeah.
you deal with that? How do you like
Yeah.
manage that or something?
Yeah, yung mga people who, tawag dito, look badly at you. Kumbaga, that's the thing, no? Even if you're doing really well, isang mali mo
Mhm.
lang, people would really look at it. No matter
Yeah.
how well you do, no matter how many type of content you did, there's always this one person who'd say, "Ay, mema, it's not good," 'di ba? Pero ako, me
Mhm.
personally, the way I handle these types of criticisms is, ako parang, personally, I tend to ignore them. I look at it, I read it. Talagang, instead of being angry and, channeling my frustration sa kanila na, ba't mo to sinasabi? Di mo naman alam sinasabi mo. You don't know what I did. I don't do that. Kumbaga, parang I take into consideration their perspective. Parang I'm looking at it in their way na, ba't kaya nila sinabi yan? Maybe in the way I relayed my content. So possibly, I instead of channeling my frustration towards their comments or their criticism. Sometimes kasi people don't really make constructive criticisms. It's more of like parang
Yeah.
inaatake ka na lang yung content mo eh. But ako,
Oh.
I try to be more critical. I look at it as a means na, maybe I could improve my content since there's these types of people na parang hindi nila na-enjoy. Pero bottom line ko naman dun is, you can't really please everyone. There would
Mhm.
always be people who would be against you. But on the other side of the coin naman, there are people who would support you. So for me personally,
Yeah.
these hate comments or criticisms, I don't really let them get into my head. Basta me, ako, alam ko what I'm doing is something that I love and this is what I enjoy. And if people enjoy it, then so be it.
Okay, ito. May
Ganun.
question ako sa'yo. I want your opinion on this one. Kasi 'di ba sa
Okay.
internet or even sa gaming, ikaw, you
Mm-hmm.
game, you play, online games din.
Yeah.
Do you think people should be allowed to remain anonymous sa internet?
Mm-hmm.
Given na yung toxicity, yung
Mm-hmm.
mga hatred na binibigay, do you think being anonymous is still okay
Mm-hmm.
in this day and age, or
Mm-hmm.
we should, crack down more on that?
That's really a tough issue nowadays kasi all of these privacy laws, data privacy acts, anonymity is something that safeguards people behind their screens
Mhm.
from liabilities. And personally, I think anonymity is a way for people to be more expressive, like share their own thoughts. Like a lot of people make fake Twitter accounts para they could share like
Mhm.
what their political beliefs, their
Mhm.
what do you call this, their perspectives on certain issues. Kasi I've seen like a lot of people, alam mo yun, they get so much backlash if like for let's say they use their main account, then they try to shed their 2 cents over a pressing issue. Talagang
Yeah.
makikita mo yung mga tao, they bash that person eh. Kumbaga makikita ka
Mhm.
na lang sabihin ng mga quote unquote keyboard warriors. Mga
Oo.
keyboard warriors, atakihin nila yung person. They'd say, tinan mo yung profile picture nito, look at this person. Parang, yeah, it's anonymity is something that's a very, very tough issue to get into, because a lot of people would really like to express their own thoughts, but they're afraid of what others may say. So kumbaga siguro my stand when it comes to it, like if you want to share your opinion on your main account or be anonymous, then go, so be it. Just do what you want to do. But in the end, you should thread that carefully.
Yeah.
Play your cards, make sure na you're safe and secure. Lalo na ngayon, there are a lot of data privacy breaches. There are a lot of hackers in this digital age. So you
Mm-hmm.
gotta be careful in what you do online, because like what they say, what what happens in the internet stays in the internet. So if you post something in the internet, it's there. Hindi
Yeah.
na yun mawawala.
Oo, for
Oo.
sure, for sure. Yung mga kahit yung mga kunyari ma-chance lang, 'di ba? Like old tweets ng mga
Yeah. Oo. Like
2009 ganyan.
like people, they really scroll back to check nila yun. Oy,
Oo.
this influencer, this celebrity or public figure, sinabi nila to before. Ba't nyo sila kukunin? Ba't nyo sila i-guess or something, di ba?
Oo.
So you have to be careful online.
Which is, I mean, minsan kasi for me, masyadong OA kasi for
Yeah.
example, ako or tayo 2016 or 2017, like 4 or 5 years ago, like
Mm-hmm.
sobrang, like personally ako sobrang iba ko before to
Yeah.
now compared,
Uh-huh.
'di ba? Tapos 5 years
Uh-uh.
lang 'yun, and then some people dig up like 10 years before or
Mm-mm,
7 years
mm-mm,
before na
mm-mm,
sinabi
mm-mm.
niya. And thoughts can change, 'di ba? Feelings can
Yeah.
change, and
Yeah.
you can change also. And minsan kasi hindi ko alam, maybe people think na people are stuck in like one model lang
Oo.
or like one
Oo.
mindset lang for the rest of their life, which
Mm-mm.
is not true.
Yeah, yeah. Parang I think they believe na parang black and white lang lahat. There's no gray area where
Mm.
people can, I can change. I can change my ways. I can learn and understand. Sometimes people parang they don't give a chance for others to paano ba? Redeem themselves, kumbaga. Like
Oh,
alam mo
for
yon, like
sure.
if you in the past you were this type of person, pero now you're changed, you've been doing good stuffs. Like what I said earlier, alam mo yun, kahit ilang mabuti ginawa mo, isang mali mo lang,
Mhm.
wala. People are really gonna take that against you. Pero, as long as you're willing to really be somebody who you want to like, who you want to see na parang, you want to be a better person, you wanna change your ways, you wanna do more good things, then go for it. Make that known to others.
Yeah. And okay,
Mm-mm.
sige, moving forward, I mean, you didn't mention this a while ago, pero I want to state that Mr. Danzel here um is actually a movie star. Um he's actually a movie star. You
Oh
can
my
search his
goodness.
IMDb page in
Oo.
in the internet,
Meron,
gano'n.
oo, meron akong IMDb.
So, gusto ko lang matanong, like, what was the process like being
Mhm.
cast and like actually
Mhm.
shooting Otlum? Paano
Mhm,
yung
mhm, mhm.
how was like the
Yeah.
experience of that? Because I know a lot of people, kahit bata pa sila, or kahit matanda na sila, they really dream to be part of a movie. Kahit part lang nga eh.
Yeah,
Kahit
yeah, yeah,
extra
yeah.
lang, ganun. So,
Mm, mm.
how was like the experience of it all?
Yeah, like to share lang, Otlum was actually like a movie that was part of the 2018 Metro Manila Film Festival. Yun yung mga times na pwede pa walang face mask, walang face shields.
Oo,
Those were the days
I
where you could
miss.
go out and meet people. But then to share lang, it was really a surprise to be casted. Ako kasi the pinaka acting experience that I've had at that time was siguro when I was in high school. I was part of the theater club, Teatro La Saliano,
Mhm.
back in my school. But then I wasn't really that much active because I was a varsity player. But I've had my fair share of, doing some short acting workshops and stuff. But yeah, lumabas naman na that I was really not that well versed as to how you present yourself in front of camera, because that time 2018, I wasn't really, hindi pa ako like now na todo content creation, posting on the internet a lot, posting on,
Yeah.
the platforms. I wasn't really that type of person yet. But then luckily, yung directors namin, yung mga staff, part of the team, they were really really friendly and very very accommodating. I remember we had this session na we were kumbaga nagka small acting workshop kami to really help lang our facial expressions, how we talk, how we deliver our lines, nagka-line reading, etc., etc. And overall, alam mo yun, akala ko pagpasok ko doon, like, yung mga colleagues ko doon, yung mga co-actors kasi ang alala ko kasama ko doon, I think it was Michelle Vito, Uboy Villar, Richie Rivero, Vito Marquez, Jerome Ponce, sino ba? Did I miss anyone? Basta those actors.
Yeah.
Yeah, ang pinaka-beginner lang talaga nun was me and Richie kasi wala pa kaming prior experience when it comes to movies. Pero what's good is they're very, very friendly. Alam mo yun, very, very accommodating. Lahat sila, kumbaga parang trabaho, wala namang nothing really intimidating. Kumbaga they even help. Like may mga lines
Yeah.
parang, pagka sa gantong scene, maybe try mo ganito expression, try mong yan. So talagang very welcoming and very approachable sila kumbaga. And I was happy na when it was my first movie, ganun yung experience ko. Our director noon was si Direk Joventan. He was really friendly, was really helpful sa mga line readings namin, sa mga activities. And overall, yung mga staff, very mababait din talaga silang lahat. And it was an overall great experience. And if I have the chance to be casted into some movie again, I mean, I'd probably take it. It was a fun experience. Kahit alam mo yun, long hours of shooting, tipong from 7 a.m., like 7 to 8 a.m. dapat nasa set ka na. You'd finish like around 12 to 1 a.m. na eh.
Bro,
really grabe. Oo.
what did the shooting day look like? Parang siguro from
Sige.
7 a.m. to
sige, share ko
sabi
sa'yo.
mo 12 a.m. What did it look like?
So actually kasi nung we were shooting, iba-iba yung location eh. Sometimes meron sa Quezon City, isa meron, I can't remember, I think it was in Cavite or Deep Rizal or something. Basta may mga ganun. So I'd leave early in the morning. Like let's say, I remember may time pa yon. Alala nyo, we had this, kaninong house yon? Basta we had this party. Our group of friends. Saan yun? Somewhere in Tagaytay. Somewhere in Tagaytay, I think, Airbnb. And funny thing is, I had to leave early kasi may shoot ako ng 7 a.m. So umalis ako around 5 a.m. Bumiyaya ko all the way to Rizal. So ganun kagrabe. And once I arrived there, syempre, aalamin namin muna kung kailan. Kasi may mga ano yun eh, iba't ibang, they call it sequences. Yung sequences, iba't ibang parts of the movie where you have to shoot. So, kunyari ako, I'm still on the third sequence. So even if I arrive there at 7 a.m., me shooting with the crew won't be until like 12 p.m. or 1 p.m. So kumbaga may tent lang kami doon. Nakakatawa yung tent doon, may aircon eh. Like nagulat ako when first time ko lahat ng actors, they had their own like foldable chairs na hihiga. Sabi ko, ba't kailangan ng ganun? Hindi ko naman get yung point. So ako, nakaupo lang ako sa monoblock. Upo lang muna ako. Tapos, na-realize ko, kaya pala kailangan ng may unan sila, may foldable chairs is kasi hindi naman buong time from 7 to whatever time, you're gonna be shooting. May times talaga you have to be waiting until it's your turn to shoot. Kasi hindi naman lahat in all scenes kasama ka, di ba?
Yeah.
So you have to be waiting. So talagang you have to be very comfortable. You bring your power banks, bring your pocket Wi-Fi, dala kang libro to keep yourself entertained while waiting for your part. But then again, it was still a fun experience. I got to mingle a lot with my co-actors. And super fun pa rin naman yung pag-shoot. Very, parang naliwanagan ako kasi this is something that hindi mo naman alam kasi like as audience, ang makikita mo na lang is yung final output. You don't really get to see how the underworkings of how a production is done.
Yeah. So, paano yun? Kunyari, di ba naghihintay kayo sa tent, ganyan. Kasi ikaw nasa monoblock kasi hindi ka kumuha ng foldable chair.
Di pa ako informed doon.
Paano yun? Kunyari, kayo na mag-shoot. Ano yung tinatawag lang kayo and then, ikaw na.
Oo. Papasok yung AD, assistant director, usually sabihin, it's your turn. Tapos may darating na stylist. Kasi, actually, yung mga clothes doon, yung mga suot namin, hindi yun provided nila sa amin yun. Those are our own clothes. So talagang, when we get there, male-maleta dala namin. We bring a bunch of clothes. Tapos yung stylist nila, pipili ng susuotin mo per scene.
Yeah.
So, once they call you, probably like 20 minutes, 30 minutes before, they'll call you to get ready. So, may makeup artist naman doon. Make-upan ka. Then, once you're ready, dadalhin ka sa set, i-rebrief lang ulit kayo ng director kung paano mangyayari. anong gagawin. And prior to that briefing, nagka-konting line reading na rin. Sige, line read lang muna natin tong sequence para makita natin paano kayo magbabatuhan. Tapos may konting practice muna like with the camera. Kasi syempre, the camera, yun yung mahirap eh.
Yeah.
Like when the camera is in front of you, you get this tendency to look at it. Magpapatingin ka na lang sa camera kasi nasa harap mo na eh. So yun yung since it was my first time, yun yung medyo nahihirapan ko i-avoid kasi parang kita mo sa peripheral vision mo yung camera pero you're trying your best not to look at it. So it's something na medyo kailangan practicean. I remember this one particular scene sa Otlum. Parang yung scene ko doon, I was parang may gusto ako sa isang girl character doon. Pero like may gusto siyang iba, may boyfriend siyang iba. So I was drinking San Mig Light sa scene na yun. So talagang nakailang take kami, nauubos ko na, sabi niya sa akin direct, huwag ko daw ubusin. sabi ko, sorry direct. Ininom ko talaga. It was legit San Mig Light. Pero high tol naman ako, kaya okay lang yan.
Buti. GG kunyari. Hindi pala.
Pero I mean, it's more authentic, di ba? Like, nilasing ka na parang nabusted ka, di ba? Pero it was fun. It was a fun experience working with the crew. And it was a great first movie. Really great.
Yeah. Okay, sige. Tapos, ayun nga. And then, di ba, you make content and then, eto, siguro sasabihin ng ibang tao, like the highest pinnacle of content creation, paggawa ng movie nga. Ganun. Tapos, of course, what did it feel for you? Like seeing your face, siguro in the big screen. Dati nung pwede pa tayo pumunta sa movie house. Diba? So, what did it feel? Like, just seeing that?
Ako, honestly, parang unang sa isip ko, Pa, I made it. I'm on the big screen. Pero the thing is, I remember, talagang, this was something na medyo tinatago ko sa inyo, sa group of friends ko. Sinasabi ko na lang, guys, may something ako, pero wala akong sinasabi ko. It's like, alam mo yun, parang it's something that I was really proud of na gusto kong i-share.
Yeah.
And then it's fun to see some good feedbacks from people I know regarding the movie. Mga gulat sila, uy, di ba ikaw yun na napanood kita sa movie? Tapos ako, ako yun. Thank you for your support. Pero it was a really fun experience. And one of the greatest experience, parang best experience of that, was yung kasi sa Metro Manila Film Festival, lagi may parade, may parade. That was along Sukat, I think, Paranaque area, where we had this big float na talagang you're gonna go across a bunch of people, you're gonna wave. Sabi nga na isang co-actor ko, yung parada daw yun, nakaka-artista daw yun. Kasi kahit di ka kilala ng mga tao, parang sila they're gonna be like, sino yun? Parang bago siya. Parang mag-hello na lang sila. Pero it was really fun. Pero unfortunately, during that event, ilakas ng ulan nun. I think may bagyo kasi nun at that time. So what happened was, yung float namin, kasi lahat ng float, iba-iba eh. May mga designs yung float, may mga props and all.
Yung designs based sa movie, no?
Yeah, based sa movie. Like yung initially yung float namin may parang multo na meron. Pero unfortunately, yung nangyari kasi, since it rained, yung float namin, it was positioned sa may grass area. And since umulan, lumubog yung gulong, hindi siya makaalis sa mud. So nangyari na lang was, since it was our turn to parade, kasi may linya yun eh. Like may mga ibang movies na nauna na. Kami yung bandang huli. And like, ang nangyari was, sumakay na lang kami sa top na itong truck. Kumbaga. Tapos nag-wave. Kaya syempre, the show must go on. Kailangan mag-continue eh. Trinay na talaga ng crew ng lahat para matanggal yung float namin sa mud. Like, kumuha na sila ng truck. Naglagay ng tali para ihila. Pero to no avail. Pero it was still a good experience. You know, nakakita kami ng mga iba't ibang actors, ibang movies, nakapag-interact ng konti, and it was really nice. Kumbaga nakaka-starstruck nung nakita ko sila.
Yeah. Hassle talaga ang ulan, man. I mean, you and I both know gaano ka-hassle ang ulan,
my goodness.
No?
Super
nakakainis yan. Lalo na kunyari may important event ka.
Important event. Oo nga. Nagka-timing pa. Nung wala ng ulan, biglang uulan.
Oo, mga bad timing, ganyan.
Yeah,
pero
bad
ito,
timing.
I mean, moving forward, diba? Like moving on, you mentioned this a while ago. you also delve into public service
Yeah.
and serving the
Mhm.
public. Yan,
Mhm.
binaliktad ko
Mhm.
lang yung
Mhm.
public service.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, ano yung ano mo? What are like your what like made you want to do it?
Mhm. Mhm.
Siguro what made you want to go into public service more into the public eye
Mhm.
and ayun
Mhm.
like just helping out sa
Yeah.
government ganyan. What made you want to do it?
Mostly siguro na influence ako on how my dad was working because he's a politician. He's the congressman of the first district of Laguna, and he's been doing a lot of programs, projects for the public, for the people dito sa province. And really nasubaybayan ko pa yon before nung I was younger nung nagka-campaign pa yung dad ko. So
Mm.
really, alam mo yon, talagang kayod each and every day just to to meet the people, to see them, to see how they're doing. And kumbaga, it's not that pinush ako ng dad ko. It was like personally me na nagsabi na parang I wanna work, I wanna do something to help others
Mm.
because ako I believe na parang when we are blessed, we should you know do our part to really share our blessings with others. And uh if we have the capacity to do something for society, to help communities, we go do it. And siguro this is my way of me helping people within our community improve their overall quality of life. So and the way
Yeah.
that I see it, for me to do that is to somehow kumbaga get to know how being a public servant works. So talagang I asked my dad, how's this, how's that, to the
Mm.
point na I eventually was appointed as his chief of staff sa Congress. And nakita ko talaga how the projects were being done there. Like there's a bunch of administrative works before every budget and process becomes approved.
Yeah.
But yun, yeah, it was an overall good experience. So talaga madami akong pinuntahan na programs during my time talaga.
Mhm. Okay, okay. Um, what's it like being being as you mentioned a while ago, diba? Chief of staff of your dad
Aha. Mhm.
so Congress. Like what do
Mhm.
you do? What's it
Yeah,
like
yeah,
in
yeah, yeah.
there? Ganon.
Before kasi nung face to face pa talagang I go pa dun sa Congress mismo. You know the area where the president does his sauna. Like
Mhm.
doon
Yeah.
sa area that's where I go. And mostly what I do is make the documents, do signatories, those administrative works that you usually do, emails
Mhm.
and everything, Word, Excel, alam mo na yun.
Uh,
When you say administrative work, very broad na. And talagang, and apart from that, I also sa province, kasi apart from, doing the administrative work sa Congress, you dito sa province naman, you also have to do other types of work. Like we have guarantee letters, cash assistance,
mhm.
medical assistance, burial assistance, yung mga ganun types of projects that we've had. So it's really, alam mo yun, kahit nakakapagod, very very fulfilling because alam mo na, especially now ngayon sa pandemic, we still have these types of programs to really help the people kasi it's really struggling. It's parang sobrang disheartening yung nagawa ng COVID. Kumbaga mas
Yeah.
na-heighten pa yung effects ng lahat. When it was already bad, it became worse.
Mhm.
So
Mhm. For
really
sure.
being part of the the government, doing public service, you get to see talaga how the people are. So kumbaga it made me want to contribute more. And in that regard, that made me decide to run for a position in this coming elections.
Yeah. So,
Mm-hmm.
ayun nga, what what are you running for? What are you running for again?
Mm-hmm.
So coming elections.
I'm actually running for so guys, by the time you hear this, na-file ko na po ang candidacy ko.
Yeah.
By the time you hear this, I've already filed my candidacy. But I'm running for the board member of the first district of Laguna. Board
Mhm.
member.
Yeah, so Ian, siguro you can share with us like what do you do as a board member for the first district of
Mm-hmm.
Laguna? What does it entail?
Uh so basically yung structure niya is like so you have the governor, vice governor, then you have yung mga board members mo. So basically kasi in the elections, ang kukunin is, I believe, three board members per district, and sa Laguna, there's 4 districts.
Mhm.
So what you do mostly is, apply yung mga ordinances, make resolutions, um, yung mga approved franchises, and other stuff. But apart from that, you can also make your own programs that could help the people within your district. So
Yeah.
mostly ako recently, actually kanina lang, I had the meeting with my team. We talked about siguro yung overall direction that I would want to share sa people, and mostly in terms of platforms and programs, yung mga ina-advocate for ko, mga problems that I'd want to address, not only in my district but in the whole buong lungsod of Laguna, buong lalawigan ng Laguna. What I wanted was, if I could share, what I wanted to advocate for was, firstly, sex education, mental
Mhm.
health, um proper waste management, disposal and segregation, improvement of digital and online learning, and lastly is health and wellness. So mostly
Mhm.
I discussed to them that these are some of the topics that I would want to cover, to help the people. And eventually kami as a team, we'd want to brainstorm into more like what specific segment of this overall um topic that I'd want to address. So, yun
Yeah.
lang naman. Like, very, very broad siya. And honestly ako, I may be young and
Mhm.
inexperienced. Nasabi ko na rin naman to sa 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 mga kasama ko sa work, since this past few weeks we've been really really busy to paano ba, parang brainstorm of things that we could do for the
Yeah. The
public. And it's
plan
really
the planning
tiring. Oh,
process,
like the
oo.
planning process, it's really tiring. But in the end, parang for me, it's really fulfilling. Now once you get into there, talagang, alam mo yun, parang very, ano siya, worth it. Parang sulit yung pagod mo sa
Mhm.
bawat na ginagawa mo. And just to say ha, very ano kami, since maraming health protocols, we follow those health protocols. So naka-mask, naka-face shield, holding yung mga
Yeah.
alcohol and stuff to, keep yourself protected from COVID.
Yeah. Okay.
Mm.
And I would imagine the next few weeks, few months, magiging sobrang ngarag yung
Yeah, oh
schedule
my
mo and
goodness.
stuff with everything going on. Kasi ako, personally, like nakita ko pa lang, school elections pa lang na
Yeah,
sobrang pagod na ng mga school
yeah, ngarag na
representatives.
ngarag, oh my
Paano
goodness.
pa kaya kunyari on a local
Mhm.
on your case level na talagang
Yeah.
like yung society talaga natin is involved.
Mhm.
Do you still have plans to go to law school after?
Mhm. Actually, yun nga, that's the thing. Yun yung isang big decision na ginawa ko. It's either I take up law, then run, or run while taking up law. So ako, I really want to pursue law personally, kasi ako,
Mhm.
I want, like, when I get into this public servantship, working for the
Yeah.
government, I really want to be someone who's well versed with the law, especially
Mhm.
if maybe in the future, we don't know, if I become a congressman, if I become a governor or whatever. I
Super
want to be
helpful
someone
din
who,
ng
yeah, I really want to be someone who knows the law, and who knows something about how to do this, how to do that, what are the things that we could do to help improve our justice system. So it
yeah.
is something that I want to pursue. So ngayon medyo it's hard, because I don't know if ever I land the position. Hindi ko alam paano yung process ko when it comes to getting to law school, because law school is really, you have to give
Ibang
it your
klase
all
din
eh.
'yon.
Kailangan
Yes.
ibigay mo yung buong ano mo eh,
Of
dedication and
course.
commitment eh, kasi it's really tough. It's not like bara-bara lang, hindi ka pwedeng petics doon.
Mhm.
Because if petics ka, it will show. It will show. But
It will show
then,
talaga.
mm-mm. But it's something that I still would want to pursue. Maybe if ever hindi talaga pagpalain, mahaba pa naman yung panahon. We all have our own
Mhm.
timelines
For
naman,
sure.
'di ba?
Oo. May dream law school ka ba diyan?
Yeah,
Na gusto
actually,
attendan?
um I ever since I really wanted Ateneo Law School ever since.
Mhm.
So hopefully, doon makapasok. when the time comes for me
Yeah.
to get into law school. Actually nga sa isang podcast episode mo kay with si Cisco, 'di ba?
Mhm.
You talked about like Ateneo Law. Nakinig talaga ako, so parang medyo natakot na ako ng slightly na nakwento niya, so sabi ko, oh shoot.
Unfiltered yun,
You know,
unfiltered.
medyo unfiltered yun. So like, oh no, you have to do a lot of case digests. Patay.
Reading.
But you know, it's still a process. Parang calling siya, kumbaga. You know, it's
For
like
sure.
if you really want it, go for it.
Yeah, kasi 'di ba if everyone can do it, edi it wouldn't be as lucrative din.
Oo,
Yung
oo.
kunyari yung
Oo.
process of actually passing and excelling
Mm.
ganyan.
Oo, the penetrating barrier is if feel mo na parang kaya niya, feel ko kaya ko din. Oo.
Mm. So yun, moving towards siguro yung crux ng podcast, I wanted to ask you
Mhm.
as yourself, as your person, what is the meaning of life for you?
Mhm. For me, it's leaving no room for regret. You know,
Mhm.
really doing everything 101%, pursuing your passions fully without room for ifs or buts. Because sometimes, you know, alam mo yung kasabihan, nasa huli yung pagsisisi. Like, you
Yeah.
know, all those missed opportunities, all those times when you said no could have been a yes. And all those opportunities could have been turned into something bigger. So, kasi
Mhm.
ako, I believe in the saying, lagi ko itong pinapaulit kahit sa mga ibang shows ko, like, confidence comes from preparation. You have to be really prepared with almost anything.
Yeah.
And once you're prepared, it's gonna show. You know, you just have to be, you know, you have to keep moving forward. There's no time for waiting. You know, you just have to go do it. You just have to do it. Just do it. Slogan ng Nike, very
Nike.
effective. Do it.
Yeah, and do everything now. Do everything you
Yeah.
can now kasi
Mm-mm.
tomorrow isn't promised, no? Like
Yeah,
siguro
honestly, yeah, tomorrow isn't really promised. And alam mo yun, in the end, maikli lang talaga yung buhay. You
mhm.
know, enjoy your youth while we're young, explore new things, get out, meet new people, do things that you'd really want to do. Para, you know, when the time comes, you know, when we are called upon by the Lord, you know, masasabi natin na we've done everything and we're
Yeah.
happy.
Na nagawa na
Mm.
natin lahat, no?
Yeah.
Nagawa natin lahat sa 6 years natin sa Lasal. So kaya masasabi natin na talagang maximum na yung
Oo nga eh. Nasulit
tumanda
na
na
yung
po
college
tayo.
eh. Oo nga.
Tumanda na
Actually,
po tayo sa
actually ako
college.
parang hindi pa nga ako ready to get out in the real world eh.
Oh,
Parang, you know, when you're in college, parang mamimiss mo yung, alam mo yun,
for sure.
malilate ka lang sa class, you know, magsisingit ka ng isang full course meal in your 15-minute break. You're gonna go party with your friends. You know, those are some things that you'd really miss when you're in
So yun lang yung
college.
mga problema, no? Yun lang yung mga problema. Like,
Oo!
oh, bro, may test. Bro, may ano, may
Oo.
homework. Tapos ngayon,
Oh my God.
ngayon,
Yung
iba na
tipong sa
yung,
15-minute break ka lang mag-aaral eh. Hala, may
ah,
long test pala tayo. Teka, patingin nga notes mo.
yung parang, tapos, yun, as we grow older, di ba, syempre,
Mm.
paiba na yung problema
Yeah,
natin, yung buhay
mm.
natin and stuff. So,
Yeah, you know,
cherish what we
those
have right now.
yeah, responsibilities patong-patong lang yan once
Yeah.
you get older. Pero
Oo.
ngayon, you know, enjoy everything. Go with your friends, go with your family, pursue your passions, explore. Talagang it's a really really small world, small life, short life, you know, let's live it to the fullest.